what is this thing called race? And it turns out, when you start to dig into it, our modern conception of race it's just that. It's actually a fairly new idea. Cultures have traditionally had an us versus them mentality. I think as we're human beings, we realize this. For example, we had the Greeks and the barbarians, right? Who are the barbarians? All those people who weren't civilized Greeks, like, the good guys, they would say. You had the Jews and the Gentiles. Okay. You have the Christians and the infidels. Infidel is a Latin word, by the way. So that's specifically brought over. Unfaithful is what it means. You have the Japanese and the Gaijin. You have the Arabs and the Ajami. You even have the Amish and the English. If you're a part of the Amish sect, all those people who are not Amish are English. So this us versus them thing is pretty prevalent, pretty consistent among humanity for most of its culture. But the us versus them that we're talking about was usually nationally driven. It was based on nations. In most of antiquity, the idea of race was tied to your language and your local area. Basically, your culture was a very confined space. And we didn't catalog people in large groups. It was very specific to who you were and your background, where you came from.